So you can try the new integrated gallery at galleryai2.appspot.com. And what I'm going to show you is this is really just for the MIT and the and Lynn, the App Inventor team. Okay. First of all, the big change is if you click on this gallery tab, you're going to see a bunch of apps. Okay, it shows right now you can do recent popular apps. Notice that this one has the most downloads, and it goes that way. And you can search for things. So I can search for Pong, and I can see all the apps with that as part of the title or description. Okay, so that's the basic way to look at the gallery. If I click on one of these guys, I can look at the app. Notice it tells you who created it. I can go to his profile and see something about him. I can like it, right? I can see who it's remixed from. So Blue Pong was a remix of an app called Pong, all right? Um, and then I can also see the remixes of Blue Pong. So somebody created something called Magic Pong, which remixed Blue Pong, all right? And I can also see the other apps developed by the author, Vincent Zhang. So all these 4 different apps are all by Vincent Zhang. So that's kind of how you can kind of navigate through all the gallery apps, and also go through the kind of remix chain, and also by author chain. Okay, so that's how you can look through the gallery. Okay, if I go to a particular app, I can immediately open it, and what this means is really create a project which is a copy of this app. So if I click on open the app, this is one of just a sample that Hal has put in. If I click on that, it's going to open an app, and here it is. Okay, so immediately, there's no AIA files you got to deal with. You can just go to the gallery, grab an app, and start messing with it. And notice in my projects page, I now have something called Gallery Try. It's not published yet, right? I mean, Hal's is published, but if I publish this, it would be a remix of Hal's app. Okay. The other thing you can see is this update gallery app. So if an app is not published, you can publish, and if it is published, you can update it. Okay, update both the metadata and the AIA file for it. What we do is take a snapshot of the AIA file for any project when it's published. But let's go ahead and let's say we want to publish this thing called President's Quiz 2. You can upload an image for it. Okay, you can change the title. So I can call this President's Quiz 8. Okay, I can change the description. But basically, enter the metadata. You can change the image. If I click on this button over here, it's just going to bring up a dialog to change the image. Then once I do that, I click Published, and the app is published. And it takes a little bit while, but here's my President's Quiz 8. It's got the description, and these are the other ones developed by me. So that's kind of how you published. If we go back to my stuff, updating is very similar. The only difference is you can remove an app from the update page, but you can change the metadata. And once you update, it updates the metadata and to the new AIA file. So there's always your working copy, your project, and then the gallery version of it. Okay, so that's kind of publishing and updating. You'll also notice there's another tab called moderation. This is only for users that are moderators. And right now, the way you make a user a moderator is in AppSpot, using the App Engine. And going into the data and actually changing a field in the user thing. And I showed you real briefly the user stuff, but I can also change my profile. Right now the profiles are very simple, just display name and more info, but we might make these more complex, and we might also have some way to look at all the users or make groups. We're definitely talking about studios, which will be kind of like groups or app lists. But anyway, back to moderation. So this is all the reports that people have sent in, and I can deactivate an app. I can just send a message to the user and tell them, you need to change something. I can mark them as resolved. And these reports come up. Any user can actually report something. It's not the App Inventor report an issue, but if you go to the gallery and you look at some gallery, I can click on report, and just as a normal user, I can enter some report here and submit it, and then it will show up on this moderation panel. So this moderation panel is what the moderators will go through. Right now, we're only going to need to moderate basically gallery apps and user profiles. But eventually, when we add comments, and we did implement comments, but we took them out because comments are really where you're going to get a lot of issues with users putting in maybe not that nice of stuff. I want to talk about one more thing. So when a moderator, right? So when they come to the reports and they say, okay, I want to send a message, and so here's an app by Dave Wolbert by me, right? So I'm the moderator right now, but let's say I'm going to send a message, and you'll say your app will respond as inappropriate content. I can change this text. I can choose a different template. Whoops, sorry. But I can change this stuff, and then I can send a message. So when I click on send message, there's messaging now in App Inventor. And the messaging shows up in this top right screen. And right now there's a slight bug where this doesn't change to 1. I think it will change if I update it. So now I'm a user, and when I update now, I have this message, right? So the moderator sent me a message about my app, and I can look at those message, and there it is. And so basically it tells me, oh, I have inappropriate content, and you'll notice I've had some apps downloaded in the last, since the last time I checked it, and so it's showing me those as well. So messaging is implemented. Right now it's only used for telling the user good things, like they've had some of their gallery apps downloaded, but also for if the moderator sends them a message. Eventually we might use the messaging scheme we've implemented to allow users to communicate, but right now that's not part of the system. So anyway, I just want to give you a quick guide to how this gallery works, how you can publish, and how you can open apps. It's very simple to do those things. It's very convenient, and it's also going to bring sharing directly into App Inventor and really kind of, I think, explode the community in App Inventor.